These three truths made me stop wasting my life. Now, everything I mention in this video, I would just like to say, is things that I do and things that I believe in. Number one is no one is going to do the work for you. Now, I realised this about 3, 4 years ago, and although I was at a place where I wasn't really, I wasn't really doing anything, but I eventually realised that okay, I need to start putting in the work here if I want to get to those places of success or just of a comfortable place in general. Then I need to put in the work. No one else is going to do it for me. It's great to have help. It's great to have people around you that support you. That's great, but they're not going to help you in the sense of the goals and dreams that you have. These are your goals. These are my dreams. So I knew that I had to start putting in the work. I had to start working for that goal, for that dream. And although I'm not at the place where I want to be, I'm certainly not at the place where I used to be. There's probably people watching this video that might be at a better place in terms of their goals than I am. But that's completely fine. As I've said in a lot of my videos, I know things do take time. And also, I would just like to say this, everyone's journey is different. A lot of us, most of us, compare ourselves to other people. This was something that I used to do. I used to compare myself when I was younger, and even still sometimes now. I try and catch myself, and I try remind myself that everyone's journey is different. Yes, there might be someone that is at the same age as you that have achieved far more things than you have, but that's okay. As long as I am putting in the necessary work, as long as I am focused, as long as I am doing the things that I want to do, as long as I'm focusing on myself and not focusing on other people, then that's all that matters. And I know that will take time for me to get to a point where I am like that. But going back to this topic, I'm kind of sidetracking now, but going back to that topic, that was a truth for me that kind of, well, I wouldn't say kind of, but it actually helped me a lot. Maybe not word for word, but I think to myself, if I don't put in this work, then who else is going to? It's not going to just come magically towards me. I think I was helping myself in some way, but I knew something had to be done. I knew I was still lazy in some way. So I kept putting in more work. I kept trying to figure out ways that can help me grow as a person and improve. Although I talk about how self-improvement is something that we do every single day, even if we think about it or not, I feel like there is a level of improvement that we can exceed on. And sometimes I do tell myself that. I go, I'm still improving, but do I want to improve more? And I feel like that was a moment for me back then. Number two is what I feed my mind becomes my reality. Now, again, this is kind of similar to number one, but it was during that same time, I would say, that I started to watch motivational videos. Now, motivation can be a thing that, as I have said in a lot of my videos, motivation doesn't last long. It's better to focus on discipline. But back then, I feel like motivation for me, watching motivational videos, was a gateway into getting into the place where I am at now. Whether it's mentally or whether it's just me actually going after my goals, doing all these things. So I watched motivational videos and I was very strategic. I'm a very strategic person, but I was very strategic on what I was watching, what types of motivational videos I was watching, who by, and all that sort of stuff, so it could help me gather a mindset and an understanding on what success means, what is success, how how tough is it to get to a point of success, and just the process of going after our goals and just bettering ourselves, whether it is success or whether, I mean, as I said, success doesn't have to be destination. Success can just be maybe the things that other people would consider small, such as being happy, such as maybe even being more fitter. But back then, I was focusing, and I was, even still now, I watch motivational videos. I try and implement stuff. I try and watch things that I know are going to give me valuable pieces of information, even if it's gaining information from other people's experiences. Maybe other people have experienced something that I have not yet experienced. I can learn from them. Just trying to get a grasp on what success is like and how hard is it, so that I'm able to understand when I am going after certain goals and when I am doing things, so that I don't set false expectations. So that's the things that I sort of think about. And it is very important. And I realized that back then, on how important it is to feed our minds with positive things. It's the same as surrounding ourselves with positive people, supportive people. When we surround ourselves with positive, supportive people, and when we fill our minds with growth mindsets, when we fill our minds with things that we know are going to help us, even if it's motivation, that's totally fine, then it will have an effect on our future in some way. Number three is the longer I wait, the harder everything starts to get. This is something, again, that I told myself just about 4 or 5 years ago when I was 15, 16. This is something that I also tell myself now, because there is days where it's going to get hard. There is days where it's going to get challenging. But the longer that I wait, the longer that I put things off, then the goal itself is going to become harder. And this is something that I still do regularly. There's still times where I say to myself, I wouldn't really say where I put off days. It's more of hours where I say to myself, I'll do this in an hour. I'll do this when I feel ready. And what I am starting to realize is that it's having an effect on my day, where I start to notice, well, maybe I could have filmed a lot of more videos. Maybe I could have been more productive on this bit or done this thing instead of waiting that extra hour. Within that extra hour, I could have done something. And sometimes I do, as I have said in a couple of my other videos about putting in, even if it's a little bit of work, I still do that. That is one mindset that I still say to myself every single day. As long as I am still doing something within that hour. But I still do think to myself, I go, well, maybe I could have done more progress. Maybe I could have just have created those videos when, even if I didn't feel like it, because not only do we get to understand and get to even be more productive and fulfill that day with things that are going to help us instead of waiting, but it can also create skills such as discipline, and we can actually build. We are able to be more quicker of building those skills because we're not waiting, because we're not trying to set things back. By waiting, I'm starting to realize that, well, it's setting me even more back. I'm setting myself back further than I am helping myself. Maybe I think to myself, well, I'm not ready to do this. Maybe I feel tired. I'll do this when I'm not tired. But what I've also learned in the past is by waiting for those moments where we are better, usually it never comes. Sometimes it does, but we start to even feel even more tired. Maybe you've also realized this as well. Maybe you're tired when you're wanting to do something or trying to do something, and then you say to yourself, okay, I'll come back and I'll do it another time. I'll come back, even if it's in half an hour or an hour. And then that time passes. And then maybe you feel even more tired. This is something that happens regularly to me. As I've said in a couple of other videos, I focus on sleep so much. So when I'm tired, I try to be strategic. But I feel like that also a little bit, maybe it is strategic, maybe it's not, but that can stop me from being productive. That can stop me from actually getting the thing done while I am wanting to do it. So I hope that this video could help you in any type of way. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it if you could please like this video, subscribe down below, and if you know anyone that may benefit from watching this, then I would appreciate it if you could please share this video to them. I would just also like to say that anything and everything that I've said in this video is things that I have done myself, is things that I believe in, but also is things that you don't have to do as well. These are just things that have helped me. They might help you or they might not. It's up to you. It's your life. Do what makes you happy. Do what you want to do in life. That way you feel more fulfilled because you're doing something that you want to do. See what works, see what doesn't, But it's great to see what works, see what doesn't, when you know it benefits you. So I hope that this video could help you in some way, even if it's a little bit out of this video. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see everyone in the next one.